Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode from our podcast Land Talks, brought to you by G20 Global Land Initiative. Today, we have a very special guest, Carl Lenz. Welcome.
Thanks for having
We
me.
are so happy to have you here. Carl is responsible for building the digital regreening platform at Justdiggit. The platform enables subsistence farmers throughout Africa to transform their own land into fertile soil. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, great. Can you just give us a brief about yourself first?
Yes, of course. That's fine. I have a background in digital projects. I studied business administration, but after that soon got involved in all kinds of digital ideas. First as an entrepreneur, later as a consultant, and then as a manager of digital solutions at a big Dutch beer brewer.
Oh, fantastic. This is amazing. So, Carl, as a head of the digital regreening at Justdiggit, can you tell us about your journey into this role and what inspired you to focus on land restoration through digital platforms?
Yeah, of course.
Please.
So as I explained, I was working for a beer brewer and doing digital projects there. And at that point, I was following Justdiggit, the company I work for 1.5 years now, for a long time already. I thought they were doing amazing things. And then suddenly this open position came free, the head of digital regreening. And that's when I knew I had to step in and do my best to get this job.
I'm sure you're doing your best.
I am, and I got the job, and I'm 1.5 years in now, and I'm responsible for a team of people building the digital regreening platform. And basically what we're doing is taking everything that Justdiggit has learned in the last decade about landscape restoration, about working with communities, about working with partners, and trying to digitize it so that we can make much more scale and in a much speedier way, because that's what's needed.
This is amazing, of course. So, Carl, could you explain how the digital regreening platform works and how it empowers smallholder farmers across Africa to regenerate their land?
Yes, of course. Well, the most important part of the platform, and I can maybe explain later why it's a platform, but the most important part is an app for farmers. We have launched this app in Tanzania. And if you download it, you are asked to share your GPS location, and then we know in what kind of landscape you are. And so we can give you personalized advice on the techniques that you can practice to regreen your land. Those can be any practice.
That's great. And how easy the app is for farmers?
We try to make it as easy as possible, but also as good as possible. So we're not just giving some information, we really have a lot of experience in, and also we got on board a lot of experience in teaching of agricultural practices, and we think the best available digital courses on regreening practices. So we make it as simple as possible and also as fun as possible. So you get a lot of videos, so with spoken text, with a lot of images on how it looks like, what you have to do, what the benefits are. You can do quizzes which are really enjoyed by our users.
That's interesting.
And so you can earn badges by doing it. So we try to make it as engaging and fun as possible, but also factually correct. So we don't want to give people
no misinformation, no fake news,
exactly.
Nothing. Okay, great. So let me jump into another question. What are some of the biggest challenges you have faced in developing and implementing the platform? And how have you tailored digital solutions to address them?
Yeah, so one very big challenge that we're still facing is translating of content. So we have a lot of experts that work on the content. They are English speakers, but our users, starting in Tanzania, they mostly speak Swahili. So translating is a big hassle, but thankfully AI is here to help us. Of course, AI can help.
We all love AI.
Exactly. But in the videos, in our courses, we are making use of avatars that can speak any language. So basically we make the video once and then we can change the language, and the avatar is also changing really the lip movement and the whole language, which is absolutely great because Swahili is just one language. There are almost 1,000 languages actively spoken
Oh my God.
in Africa.
Okay.
So I don't know if we're really going to translate to 1,000 languages, but I'm absolutely sure that we will have many languages to translate, and AI is absolutely vital in it. And we're already experiencing the benefits of not having to go to a studio every time we want a change in a video or a new video.
It's very smart.
Thank you.
So, how do you measure the impact of your platform on both the environment and the livelihoods of the farmers?
Excellent question, and it's also another big challenge that we have. The good thing is that with digital technology, you can measure almost anything that's happening in the tool itself. We see this whole process a little bit as a funnel. Like online marketeers will recognize the idea of a funnel,
Yep.
where people that download the app can be measured. We can see the unique downloads. Then we can see how many courses people are taking, or are they finishing their courses at all? Or
Yeah.
so that the first conversion step is getting people to finish the courses. Then we also ask people to take pictures of the results and also give us some information about if they're really getting results on those courses.
Yeah.
So
And this gives also a sort of transparency that they are actually using the app. It's not just, yes, I am using the app and that's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we have some kind of proof. And yeah, of course, all that data will teach us a lot on the effectiveness of our work, because in the end, we want to convert downloads
Of course.
into people that are actually regreening and experiencing the benefits. But the good thing is that we can measure a lot already, so we can optimize every step on the way to that final conversion.
Okay, that's great. And my last question in this area is, what's your vision for the future of digital regreening in Africa?
That's a big question.
What's
And,
your dreams?
Yeah, so the dream is that we really empower the millions of people that live in the areas where there's regreening potential, that we enable them, and it's not we, it's us, that they are enabled, that they have all the information they need to start regreening in the best possible way. So that we will actually see regreening at that scale, because it's really hundreds of millions of people living there. That also can really make the difference and experience the benefits.
Yeah.
That's the end goal that we try to play a part in,
Yes.
but that cannot be done alone. So part of the vision is that all kinds of organizations that have knowledge about regreening methods, about tree species, about all kinds of practices, that they are going to use our platform to reach farmers and help them and equip them to do that task.
And this can summarize the logo or the slogan of United for Land. Everyone should unite and they should do their best in order to do this, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my last question for you is, what is the one thing that is true about restoring land in your personal perspective?
That is true
About restoring land.
Yes.
If everyone plays the role he should do in restoring land, what do you think the results will be?
I think the big insight here is that the solution itself is already known. So there are already a lot of nature-based solutions that can really make the difference. So it's basically a communication problem. We need to communicate at a much bigger scale and reach much more people than we are currently doing. And so if everybody is playing their role in that, telling the right story to the right people at the right time, that's what I would say is the answer to your question.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you here.
Likewise.
And for our audience, stay tuned for a new episode from Land Talks. See you later. Bye-bye.